welcome to my bathroom. Yes, you are here with me in my bathroom today because you are going to follow me on this lovely journey of tinting my eyebrows. I don't really mind the whole process of doing makeup and such, but to tell you the truth, I just don't really have the time. I just happened to discover someone's video, and her name is Naisha Amazing. Okay, so she actually tints her eyebrows, and she uses this kit, which is called Godefroy. I believe it's Godefroy, or God. I'm gonna say it's Godefroy. It's the tint kit for spot coloring. The color that I have it in is a natural black, and the kit actually contains 20 pre-measured color capsules. Booyah. They look like little pills, but so I would keep it out of the reach of children, you know what I mean? Or, you know, make sure that you keep this on here where it says do not swallow. And then there is the 1.5 ounce cream developer. Okay, and on top of it, so conveniently, is a little measuring cup, or sorry I say mixing cup. Okay, so they thought of everything, eh? They thought of everything. There's also a one reusable applicator brush. That would be this right here. And you can see it is an angled brush. It's very firm. It says it deposits only permanent color, not semi-permanent, and rich, creamy consistency. So, you know, I guess it'll be easier to apply to the skin or to your brows because it's not going to be like dripping all over the place, right? Apparently, you can use it for your brows, your beard, your mustache. I'm gonna have to shave mine a little. And sideburns. They're pre-mixed and they're pre-measured and effectively covers resistant gray, long-lasting, natural color, and it will not fade. There's no odor and no ammonia, it claims. Okay, now I have the most sensitive skin, okay, so if this breaks me out, then Lord have mercy. I will be going to work tomorrow looking like a complete fool. So we're going to try this tinting thing. I'm going to wipe off my eyebrows that are currently on here, and I'll get right back to you guys. Pray for me.
Okay guys, so this is what I'm working with. I have almost no hair at the tail ends of my eyebrows. So when you're going to open this package, be very careful. It's very difficult to open, and as you can see, I lost a few capsules in the sink. Thank God they didn't like melt out or anything. And more mess. I made more mess again. It's really hard to open up the capsules, so take your time, and I guess hopefully on the next time I'm doing this I'll have learned how to do it by then. And now I'm just gonna mix up the developer. Here is some Vaseline on my eyebrows, just in case I make a mess, you know, because it's my first time. And now I'm going to apply the dye. Now I figure that it's gonna be best to start at the tail end. It seems that if you do not load up the brush with the dye, then it may become patchy, so I'm just making sure to use a lot of dye. And now I'm going to do the other one. Same process. I'm starting at the arch, working my way out, and then I'm going to outline the entire brow and fill it in. Okay, so now I'm just going to wipe off the dye off of the brow. It actually says in the instruction to use a wet paper towel, but I'm just going to use what's handy, which is a wet wipe, because that's what I usually use to take off my makeup anyways. So I'm just going to wipe the dye off. I'm not wetting the wet wipe or anything. And just to make sure there's no more dye residue left over on my face, I'm just going to quickly rinse my face off with some water. Washed off everything, and there is the brow with the dye, and I have to admit that I really like it. The only thing is I do have like a bump on the, I don't know if it's a pimple or just like a bump on the inside of my brow, so for some reason the dye is not really taking there. So I'm gonna go in one more time and just fill in a couple of the spots that don't look dark enough, because I really want it to be like get up in the morning and don't have to worry to do anything with my eyebrows and just go. And I'm just gonna take my my eyebrow brush, whatever you want to call it, my lash comb thingy, and just brush it out just to see if everything is looking decent. I should technically trim the long hairs, but I just don't have time for that tonight. The inside of the brow is not perfect, but I guess what I'll just do is when I'm doing my makeup, like just applying my powder in the morning at least, I'll just make sure to pat some on there just to make it blend a little bit better. But I think for my first time, I did a pretty good job, and I have to say that I do love it. This is no makeup. I just washed my face, and that's how the brows look. Look, all I did was apply some of my Wet n Wild lipstick. I don't remember the shade. I'll put it in the description box if need be. And that is it. That literally took like 5 minutes just to apply some powder, mascara, and lipstick for work.